Tanvi Pawar. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel. I told you people that there is going to be a part 2 for listening test, for your IELTS listening test. IELTS is International English Language Testing System. And if you people haven't still watched the video on what IELTS is, how many sections are there in your IELTS test, or how the band structure is, and the kind of questions and everything, so you better go and watch the video which I have linked in the description box below. And today I'm going to be giving you tips on active listening. In the previous video, which I've already made one, in that previous video I've given you people some tips, and the tip number 1 was to active listening, and I haven't told you much about that active listening, so that active listening is focused in today's video. So let's get started, and for that video you better check the description box again, because that video is also there, and you better look at that and watch that and then come back to this one again. You can increase the views, can't you? So let's get started, people. And today the active listening tips that I have for you all is active listening. It focuses on 4 things. The thing number 1 is your vocabulary, then the sentence structure, the grammar, and then the pronunciation. Now, I'm not going to be telling you people everything that is related to your test, but I'm going to be telling you people everything that is basically your active listening, or what your listening is, how you got to focus on everything. So the first one is vocabulary. So for the vocabulary section, how can you increase your vocabulary? And if you want to really increase your vocabulary, so you better go and check this video out, because I've already made this one on vocabulary, how there are some tips and some amazing tips, which are amazing according to me. I mean, it's my video after all. So you can watch that for vocabulary. And for the active listening, let me tell you something. So when you're listening to something, when you're, even if you're doing practice papers and you listen to a thing and you are like, this is a new word, how can I improve this? I don't know what the meaning of this word is. And then you're going to go on your Google or on your net and you're going to search that word out. No, don't do that. You have to guess the meaning by yourself first. So you're going to be looking at the sentence structure, like if you're going to be listening or if you're going to be reading, if you're even going to be watching a whole sentence, and then there is a word between that sentence which you don't understand. So sometimes it happens that you understand the meaning by yourself by just looking at the structure, and by looking at the structure, yeah, this may be the meaning of this word, and that is correct. Sorry about that. So you have to guess the meaning. The next is look for that word's synonyms. So you have to look for the word synonym. I have a really bad throat today. I don't know why. Maybe because it's winters. So sorry for the in-between coughs. Sorry for a sick person, but I am not positive with the COVID test. So look for that word synonym, the word which you learn, the words which you learn, the new vocabulary which you learn. And after that, when you have enough time, like you're done with your test, you're done with your practice papers. So after you being done with your practice papers, you are gonna check that word synonym. And after checking the word synonym, you can use that in your speaking. And if that word occurs anywhere else, because as I told you in the previous video, that the answer would not be exact. Like what you're listening, it would not be exact as written in your booklet. So sometimes it can be a synonym. So you better check the word synonym, the new word which you learn. And now you have to read. For listening, to improve your listening, or to improve your reading, to improve your vocabulary, you have to read. But for reading, you gotta check for different people. You gotta check to different authors. Just don't stick to one author or one speaker. You gotta listen to other people too. Now, this was all about the vocabulary part. Let's move on to the next one, which is the sentence structure. Now, again, the same thing. The answer is not going to be exact. The sentence not going to be exact. The sentence structure could be something else. Like if you're saying, I am going, it can be also said in a different form. It can be also said in a different structure. So same goes with your listening test. Like it can always be same. It wouldn't always be same. The sentence structure can be different. So while you're listening and while you're reading, notice the sentence structure, how the person's saying something and how the person has written something. And if both are different, but it still means the same, there's your answer. Next is grammar. Now in listening and in writing, it's not so important for grammar, but grammar also, it means a lot. Like it can be your past, it can be your future, it can be have been, it can be perfect. And if it was something in past and you're writing the answer in future, your answer is wrong, your bench is gone. So you better focus on the grammar part if they're talking about their past, if they're talking about the future, if they're talking about the present. Don't just focus on the answer, don't just focus on the word. Also focus on the words before the answer if that is past, present, future, or something else. So focus on that. The next is pronunciation. Really important. Let me tell you, people, really important. If you don't have a nice pronunciation, and it doesn't really matter if you don't have a nice pronunciation, but you better have something like, which you can understand a nice pronunciation. Otherwise, if you don't understand what the person's saying in a different pronunciation, it's gonna be difficult for you. Okay, what is that person saying? What is the damn answer? I don't know anything. Sorry for that word, damn. But yeah, so you better have a nice pronunciation. For pronunciation, you have to listen more and more. You have to listen and you have to read. So while you're listening and you're reading the same thing and again, it can be while you're watching a movie and you're looking at it with subtitles. So that's going to improve your pronunciation. So you got to focus on this one. And now I'm also going to give you some more tips for your IELTS active listening or for your IELTS listening. So yeah, let's do it. And now here we are with some tips. As I told you, people, that I'm gonna give you some tips. So here are the tips. The first tip is instructions. Now instructions is you gotta read the instructions. What happens is sometimes you people just look at the question and we think like this question is related, maybe it's a fill in the blanks, maybe it's a table, maybe it's labeling a diagram or something like that, and then we're like, okay, yeah, and then we guess a guess, and after guessing a guess, that answer can be incorrect. So it's really important in IELTS listening that you gotta first read the instructions, because for the instructions, there are gonna be the questions like you have to label the diagram in these many words, in this way, and in this form. So there can be many things in the instructions too that is gonna help you to gain you a better score. So now the next one is official test. So you have to start doing some official practice papers and some official tests. And after doing this official test, your, something's gonna increase, and that something is your listening's power is gonna increase. And after that increase of your power, so that you're gonna be familiar with everything. You're gonna be familiar how the official tests ever come and how it happens. So you're going to be familiar with it, and after getting familiar, you can also identify the part you find most difficult. So sometimes it happens after you have already done some 3 or 4 official tests, and after those 3 or 4 official tests, you're like, okay, so in MCQs, I get the most lack bands. I lack my bands here. I lack my power here. So you gotta identify that part and you gotta work on that. And after working on that part, there you are, as better as a new student, as an excellent and a brilliant student. So you gotta focus on these tips, and there you have a really better listening. So thank you so much everyone for watching this video. That's it for today's video. And if you liked it, then do press the like button, do subscribe to my channel, and do press the ring bell besides the subscribe button. Do comment, do share with your friends and family, and you all also can follow me on my socials and can drop me your queries there. My Instagram, my Twitter, and my Facebook. Thank you so much everyone for watching. Bye!